Hello and welcome along. Today we are taking a first look at Springfield Estate. This is a map by Richard Gibbs and is an English-based map. We are with the defender here at the main yard, and if we pull up the map and have a look, it's not a huge farm, but it does seem fairly well compact with lots of fields. Actually, I'm going to bring up the other map because I can zoom in on that a little bit more. Yeah, so if we zoom in here. So we've got 22, 23, 24 fields. So there's quite a bit to fit in here. So we're going to have a ride around and have a look. And then we will head back here and we will go through the machinery. So without further ado, let's pop round to the driver's side. Jump in. Start up and away we go. Right, so we will bring the map up. The roads, the one criticism I have off the get-go is the map is not great. I'm not a fan of the mini-map. It seems to be lacking a certain amount of detail, and at the same time has a fair amount of confusion on it. That's interesting placement for a workshop. We will have a look at that in a minute. Oh, hang on. So this, okay, so yes, this is an area to extend. So this wasn't actually a field, which is why I mistook it for. It's why it has a workshop here. I think I'd rather have seen the workshop built into the map somewhere. But yeah, that is an expansion area. It's a very big expansion area for such a small map, which is intriguing. We head back up this way because I've just noticed that around here, so we're going to go clockwise around this map, I'm guessing. It looks like we have a shop. How do you get to the shop? Ah, down here. There we go. So it looks like we have a road that goes around the edge of the map. Oh, traffic's on. And that appears to be the main way to get around the map, maybe. But we'll pop down here. Here is the shop with the purchase point and the sell point. This is certainly the same one that is on Cobra Park Farm. So, but it's a good serviceable shop, plenty of space to have stuff or position stuff that's bought, which we quite like. Fields are decent sizes actually. The map is fairly misleading on that, in that these are fairly decent sized fields. And this is the edge. Certainly it's not a large machinery map by any means. But it's not small machinery either. A medium-sized combine on here will do quite well, providing you can get it down all the lanes. Because that is the other thing. This is a narrow-laned map, so as long as you get a combine down here, you're fine. So you're not gonna get anything bigger than a medium combine on this map, and even then, that's gonna be a bit of a squeeze down these roads. Right, turning back this way now that we've found out how to get to the shop. Head down here and have a look what's this way. We seem to start only owning one field, although we do seem to own. We have that grassland there. But the fact it isn't marked as a field would suggest to me that that is the standard grass and not the sown grass. So I'd probably plough that all up and make a field of it, making it into the grass that you can fertilise and increase the yield of. Right, down here we would appear to have a sell point, maybe. Ah, okay. So this is wood chips in here, biomass heating plant. which is fantastic. But if we continue down this road, I think we get to our woodland area. Yeah. That has... Now, this is something I like, and I don't often see on maps these days. The woodland area actually has a lot of detail on the ground. And I like that. I like that a lot. Yes. Kudos to the map creator for this. I'm just gonna... Wow. This is a feature, actually, that I would quite like to get a screenshot of. Because that is... yeah, kudos. That is a fantastic woodland area. Lots of detail, lots of ground stuff. And I love that. I really do. Awesome, that is. Really awesome. We do need to check a field price at some point. But we'll see. We'll see how we do. Right, we'll continue down this very narrow lane. So yeah, it is not going to be big machinery on here by any means. Not getting around this. It's also quite windy. Now this here would appear to be another farmyard of ours. It really is all very packed in. This would appear to be our grain store. So it looks like we don't have one at the main farm, and this is where our grain store is. Cool. So that's a little bit away from our main yard. I'm not always... Again, I kind of like things together in one place. But having said that, I think that... What is that? Because that's not our main yard. We'll go and have a look in here. It's not a sell point by the looks of things either. So what do we have here? Looks like just a big shed. Do these doors open at all? Yes, they do. Okay, it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a big shed. A storage shed, maybe. Very possible. I love the door animation. That is neat. That's really neat. There are some very nice little touches on this map. I gotta give it some. There are some fantastic touches on this map, and it is, for how flat it is, it's really interesting. There's not a lot of up and down to it, but it does. Wow. Right. This is field 18. We're not going to do that one. I want one where I can kind of see. Now, how do you get... Oh, right. So, field 17. What I think I would like to have seen with field 17 is a dirt track around the bottom of this field. Because you wouldn't have that field inaccessible if you had something else on there. There'd always be a dirt track or something at the end of the field. Right, we're going to have a look at the price of field 16. It's a fairly reasonable sized field. We have missions by the looks of things. And, ooh, wow. Okay, the fields are fairly expensive. I'm kind of wondering. There seems to me to be a disconnect between the field sizes and the size of this map and their price and how big the mini map is. I think, yeah, those are expensive fields. I think that this map actually might have been developed on a 4 times starter map and is actually would have maybe fit on a 1 times. Or a 2 times. 2 times, sorry. Because it only takes up about a quarter. It doesn't even take up that. Yeah, I think this may have been developed on a map that's bigger than it needed. Which is a pity. Because, yeah, it comes off looking smaller than it is. So this is sell point. This is one of... so this is our only grain sell point by the things, other than the brewery that takes wheat and barley. But yeah, so this is Springfield Grains. So it's a limited number of sell points. Looks like it takes, wool and straw as well. That's good. So there's 2 places that buy wool here then. Around the bottom of the map. Looks like we're coming back out to the main road. But we have another sell point here. This must be the pub and the... so it must be sell point around the back. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Which counts as the brewery. And out into the pub car park. Around. I'm looking at this map and going very much fictional location. There we are. Yeah. It's a neat little map. But it is small, definitely. As I said, I think it could have been made on a smaller starter map or a smaller map to be developed on, because it does get swamped by it a bit. That's where we sell our eggs. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. The phone went off. Right, we're going to head in this way because this should take us... Yep, with the shop up there, this will take us back to our main yard. So, yeah, I like that. Now, the one thing I haven't seen in our trip around the map is our animals. I can see the sheep on the map, but we do need to have a look at those. And I've not seen anywhere for selling logging stuff. So we will just have a look at the map when we get back. I'm just going to drive through, actually, the other side, out here, and we'll have a look. Because down here, that is our sheep. So that's our sheep area here. I've seen nothing for cows or pigs. Now, that intrigues me. I think, if I remember correctly, this may be a map that was... maybe goes as far back as FS11? I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will correct me on that in the comments. We'll park this here. So it could be that there are no cows or pigs on this map. No, looks like it that there are only sheep on this map. So no cows and no pigs. Let's take all the vehicles and everything off. Yeah. No pigs, and I can't see a sell point for logs. That's the only thing. We've got biomass heating plant, brewery, and down there we don't seem to have anywhere to sell logs either. So that's interesting. You're gonna have to wood chip everything on this map. So there are a couple of features missing, which is a pity. That you can only do sheep is interesting. It does take away the thing that actually most farms you can support just on the cows themselves. But yeah, otherwise there are some nice touches. to this map. There are a few bits missing, but if you're not too worried about doing logging or cows and pigs, that's not an issue. But it is a great little map. It will do a nice bit of a nice arable map. This is, and yeah, well worth downloading. It is available from the Giants mod hub, so you can either download it in game on PC. Yeah, it's PC only. This, so you can download it in game on PC, or you can download it from the link in the description, which will take you to the Giants mod hub. But for now, that is where I'm going to leave it. And all that really remains. Oh no, no! We haven't looked at the vehicles, so let's go have a look at the garage. Have a look at the vehicles. Look what we start with before I sign off. So you got the Agrasar 6.61 Deutz, a T6 New Holland, a T7 Heavy Duty New Holland, the TC 590 Combine, the Verifeed 18 foot, header to go on it, and Lagoon 24 header trailer for that. You got the Agroliner TKD 302, the Catros 6002 cultivator from Amazon, the Chiron 200 Amazon plow, the Horse Pronto 9DC. That is huge for this map. I think that to me is overkill on this map. The Amazon FT 1001 front tank to go with the Amazon UF 1201 sprayer. The big baler, the New Holland big baler 1290. The Lizard pickup rodeo as the vehicle, and then the vehicle workshop, which we saw at the very beginning, and of course the Landy is the one that I added in. So yeah, interesting array of equipment to start with. We have a cultivator and a seeder and everything. Oop, I want that. Yeah, so you're very much starting with the corn and the grain side of things, but good size, about the right size equipment for this farm. Would be tempted to have a bigger combine, and I think I probably wouldn't have the New Holland heavy duty. Feels a little bit overkill as well. I don't think you need a 300 horsepower tractor on this map. But yeah, otherwise fantastic. So yeah, as I said, pop to the Giants mod hub, where you can download this, or download it in game if you are on a PC. And great little map, well worth a try out. So I am this time going to leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.